Hi Doha class, and today I'm going to do my very first video lesson for you. In fact, hi to anybody in year 3 and 4, Wellington and Cairo as well, because if you fancy a maths problem, you are in the right place. So today we're going to have a look at a maths problem together, and I'm kind of not really going to teach you how to do it because it's not that kind of problem. It's more of a try it and see how you get on type of thing. And we learn as we go along, but I will be giving you lots of encouragement and some little hints. So here is our problem for today. And it is a magic square, as you can see. So magic squares work like this. The numbers in any row, remember rows go across, and the numbers in any column all add up to the same total, okay? And even more clever than that, if you go diagonally along the square, they also add up to exactly the same number. So, hence a magic square. But this one, as you'd imagine, otherwise it wouldn't be a problem, has got a number in that is incorrect. And we're going to have a look at finding out what that is. So, how do we start? Well, I don't know where the magic number is, or the wrong number. And I don't suppose you do either. So there's only one thing for it. We are going to have to start doing some adding up. So let's start with that. So I'm just going to take this column here and I'm going to add up the numbers. Now, there's 5 numbers there to add up. So it might be a little bit tricky, but I've got some strategies to help me. First of all, I could use some equipment. And I've got here our old friend, a number square. So if you think it would be helpful, don't start the problem until you've printed off a number square. All right, and we can possibly use this to help us. So if we can't remember how to use the number square, let's see if we can remember. So we're going to add up the numbers in this column here. And a good thing to do is always to start with the biggest number. So I'm going to go to 23 here. And I'm going to start with that. I'm going to pop that in my head. And I can make some notes as well if I want. So, 23. And I'm going to add the 6 to it. And that gives me 29. And I can use my number square to help if I want. Right, 29. I'm going to take that. And I need to add, so I've had my 23, I've added my 6, so I know I've added those together. Now I'm going to add 19 to that, which is a trickier number. But this is where I can use this little strategy. 19 is only 1 less than 20. And I could add 20 on in my head. Take a second and do that. 29, add 20. That's the same as adding 2 10s. What would that be? You can go to 29 here and you can add 10 and 10 again. That's right, the answer is 49, but I don't want to add 20. I am only adding 19. So if I add my 20, 49, I've then got to take 1 away. So 29, add 19, gives me 48. Okay, done that one. 48 add 2, that's easier, isn't it? 48 add 2, 50. And 50 add 16, 65. So the total for that row there, that column there, can't believe I've got that wrong, Doha, is 65. Okay, then what would I do? I'd have a go at doing the next one, or I might choose a row, but I'm going to be methodical about it and I'll do the next one. So 10, add 18. Again, I could add 20. 10 add 20 is 30, but it's actually only 18 I'm adding, so I need to take 2 away from that. That would give me 28. Add another one. And then I can add the last numbers. Now I'm going to stop now because I'm going to ask you to have a go at doing that. So we've got to 29 here, either using our number square or by whatever means you like, but I probably would add on the tens here separately and then the ones. What number do you get to? Let's see if we can work it out. Pause the video if you need to. Right, okay, did you find out? So that comes to 67. Now that's different. So do I know which one of these is correct, I wonder? How am I going to find out? That's right, I'm going to have to do some more calculations and see what I get along here. So, pause the video and work out what the total is for the next column going down, using some of the strategies we've talked about. That's right, that one also comes to 65. So, which one do we think now, which column is going to have the wrong number in? That's right, it's this one. Because these two are the same. So I wonder how we're going to find out which number it is in here. What are we going to have to do? Well, we're going to have to use our strategies of adding again to work out which number is the incorrect one. But there's no point doing the columns. We're going to now need to add up the rows, remembering that the total on each row is exactly the same as the total in each column, apart from where the number's wrong. Okay, so can we now do that? Remembering we can use our number square, or we can add by counting up all of the ones digits first and then adding the tens. We could make some jottings and do it that way. Or we can do it by adding on a multiple of 10 and then adjusting like I showed you. So I wonder if you can have a go at that and find out where the missing number is and which one is incorrect. Pause the video. Okay guys, so we've been along and we have added these all up using our number square or whatever strategy we were going to do, and we have found out now, that's not right, that we have a different answer in this column and a different answer in this column here. In this row here. This row adds up to 67. This column adds up to 67. All of the rest total 65. So which number is in that column and that row? You're right. It's this one here. It's the 16. And that 16 is 2 more than it should be, as hopefully you've seen. So what should that number be then in that row and that column for the whole magic square to be correct? That's right, it's 14. If we make that number 2 fewer, we end up with the right answer in that column. So there we go. That's an example of a problem where I didn't know how to answer it, but using some resources made the adding easier. And just by having a go, I learned as I went along. So hopefully you learnt something as you followed this with me. And I think I'm going to have a look for another maths puzzle to set you.